What's going on, YouTube? This is the Passive Income Trucker coming back at y'all today with another video that I'm going to present to you in just a minute. But before we get into that, we have this lovely disclaimer I have here. The information I present to you is my opinion and my opinion alone, and not financial advice. If you need financial advice, you need to seek financial help. These videos are for educational purposes. All parties watching this video should assess the risk and do their own due diligence before investing in anything. Not just what I say, what anybody asks you to do. If you're investing in a house, a car, a mortgage, same thing. But real estate, stock, do your own due diligence. I cannot guarantee your results. I can only show you mine, which is due to the work that I put in. Thank you for watching. And what we're going to be talking about today, or what we're going to be doing today, is we're going back to Bitlocity. Bitlocity recently made another video. I think I'm going to say it was an update call. I'm going to watch that video and see if it's going to be the same old thing where they talk about the same issues. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can log into the account to see if I have anything new on my account since since I am a member. Let's see. Log in. Sign in. See if I have anything new inside. I did have $25, I think, inside the last time I checked. It's like it has went up just a little bit, or did it go down? I thought it was 0, 0. I think it went up a little bit. Let's check. Let's check the Bitcoin and see if I have anything extra. Well, I can do that from the office as well. I don't have to do it there. Let me go ahead in the back and go to the money bag. And it should be showing either on pending payments. Should be showing on pending payments. So, looks like yesterday I did get another $25 on the 8th. What was that? Yes, that was on yesterday. Yesterday on $25. This was on the 8th. So it should be a total of $75. I think the last time I checked it was it was almost more than that because Bitcoin had exploded to like 61,000. So let's go back to the home page and see how much this is worth right now. Copy this. Go back and find me a Bitcoin calculator. BTC to USD. So as you can see, I'm still involved in Bitlocity. I'll just make these videos, guys. So just so I can I'll put my money in, so you don't have to put yours in, so you can see what the result is. Make your own decision from that. Bitcoin E. So right now it's showing I have $89.57. Right now Bitcoin is at $59,000 a coin, so it should be 75. But because Bitcoin is going up, it's closer to $100. It's like $90. I'm just gonna leave it in until, what is today? Wednesday. I'm gonna leave it until Friday to see if I get one more, so I don't have to do another withdrawal and get paid. Take more fees out, because I made one withdrawal already. Let me see if it'll show that. No, not the withdrawal. That's one thing I hate about this system. Once you do that, once you go to that, there's no exit. If I press go back, it just pretty much takes me to another page, which is crazy because I don't want to submit a ticket. I just want to go back. So I have to press continue. Go back here. And go back to the money bag again. Got lost for a second. Transaction history. So as you can see, this is what I withdrew on the first. This was membership fee that I paid. And it was 25, and it was 50, and then it was 75, and I did make one. Is there another page? Transaction hash. I did make one transaction. My funds, withdraw, pending payments. Let's see. There was no. These should be the two pending payments because I already got one. This is why does it short as? I don't know, but I'll figure it out and get back to you. Looks like it's not showing the user. should be level 2 and level 1. As you can see, it showed it was $89, so it should be a level 1 and 2 as far as pending payment. But now I can't find where can I see what these payments actually are? That press withdraw, press continue. See if it'll show down here. No, it does not. I thought it might show where I actually completed one payment already, because I actually did. I just want to make sure that this just isn't the $25 payment that's still sitting there, which I don't think it is. The last time I checked, it was like 0001. If I remember correctly, I think it was 3 zeros. Well, I'll figure that out later. What we're going to be doing today, guys, we got another Bitlocity video. We're going to watch and critique and see if they're going to talk about the same thing they talk about pretty much all their other videos. I'm just hoping they come up with something, solution for the issues that they have. Let's get into this video. It may be silent for a minute because sometimes they don't start right away. And while we're waiting, I was going to get to another program, but it doesn't seem like it's working right now. I was going to try to get involved in this. It looked like something that was interesting. I was going to put $50 in, but this has been, it doesn't look like it's working. It looked like they kind of left. It's been showing kind of weird stuff. It's awaiting the merger. How this program particularly is working is you put money in, and somebody else comes in behind you, and they pay you the $50, so you get $100. And another person comes pay $50, so you get $100 from your $50. I don't remember the whole thing with it, but it's a little, you get $100 out the back and put in 50, but it doesn't seem to be working.
We are now live on Facebook. Stand by one moment.
And I also sent their customer service a message for this, because it was trying to get to the other page.
So you should be able to see my screen. You should see Bitlocity join international webinar on the screen right now. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome all of you to this special update call. We also have announcements today as well.
Back to that screen.
Glad you were able to join us. Before we go ahead and start the recording, I do want to make sure that you can still hear me okay. And if you can, just go ahead and type a Y in the chat box. Let me know if you can hear me okay and if you can see the screen in the Q&A box. All right.
I'm trying to find the live button to see if it'll let the comments play. Comments are turned off. Don't be turned off the video because the video owner selected the settings to disable the comments. Okay. Looks like they didn't want anybody to see the comments. Seems like the last couple videos they've been doing, they pretty much have disabled the comments on them. So, just a second here. Let me see what I need to. If I can get this page to go back. It seems like I can't. Just a sec. There we go. Oops. I wasn't trying to make it full screen. I'm trying to bring in a lot of comments so I can see what people were saying. Because in other videos, it seemed like a couple videos back, they started to turn the live comments off. Now, I don't know if they had them on doing their regular live video, but they seem to be turning them off on these last couple videos. See if I can find what I was trying to find on here before they start. Dashboard. I think it's on this page. Yeah, see, what they're supposed to do is find someone to connect you to pay the $50, run you, but it said Sundays that I created.
We are now live on Facebook.
Didn't work out.
Stand by one moment.
So let's see what we can do on Bitlocity.
Excellent. So you should be able to see my screen. You should see Bitlocity join international webinar on the screen right now. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome all of you to this special update call. We also have announcements today as well. Glad you were able to join us. Before we go ahead and start the recording, I do want to make sure that you can still hear me okay. And if you can, just go ahead and type a Y in the chat box. Let me know if you can hear me okay and if you can see the screen in the Q&A box. All right.
No, that's something else. That's
okay, very good. I think we are good. Excellent. Let's get the recording started.
Okay.
Excellent. So again, I'd like to welcome everyone to our Bitlocity International call, and we normally do a presentation, but right now we're doing an update, and we're also going to share some announcements with everyone as well. First thing we want to say, we're very excited about where we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're even more excited about being in partnership with each and every one of you, especially all of you. You know, you've got these great attitudes. You're building these communities. You're sharing the message of Bitlocity. You're not phased by any of the challenges we've had during this pre-launch section. And, you know, we have to tell you, we really appreciate you, and we're thankful to be in partnership with you. All right. So first of all, we have got...
I almost forgot to mention. I'm not here to bash Bitlocity. I'm not here to throw shade at Bitlocity. I'm not here to hate on Bitlocity. I'm just here to just give my comments, give my opinion on what I think is going on, what I see, and what I've kind of heard from other people, and that I agree with. And I'm just giving you guys my opinion on what I think and what I feel is going on with Bitlocity. As I showed you a minute ago, I do have money invested in this company. I don't want them to fail. I want them to succeed, but I don't. I just don't agree with some of the things they're doing, and just want to see if it's going to get better. Back to the video.
Some major announcements here I want to share with you. But before I share those announcements, we have got a special guest on the call. We have, ladies and gentlemen, our lead developer, and this is the person that's over all.
Here we go with the special guest. Is it me, or is it always when they have somebody on? It seems like every time somebody comes on this program, it's always somebody that they pre-selected. Even when they had one video where they had people come on and give testimonies, it was nobody came on that seemed like they were from the chat. They didn't open up the live chat and let them answer questions. Pretty much seemed like everybody was pretty much pre-picked to get on and give their opinion.
The programmers. This is the person who has innovated in so many different ways to make us where we are today and even better. And so we've brought him on the call to share directly with all of you so you can hear directly from him. So we've got a series of questions that we are going to ask him, and we're going to kind of take our time and kind of go through that. Of course, this is being recorded, so you'll be able to watch this again later, and you certainly will be able to share this with your team members as well. And so we've got Mr. A on the line with us. He has extensive experience, you know, in programming and developing. He's worked for some huge companies. He's even worked for some governments, ladies and gentlemen. And so this is a person with a tremendous amount of experience in the industry. Very, very smart gentleman, and who resides right here in the United States. And Mr. A, are you there, sir?
I'm here.
All right. So all you need to do, you've got the ability to unmute yourself, and let's see if I can do it for you. There we are. How are you today, Mr. A? Are you there, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you, Mark?
Right.
Mr. A and Mark. We can't use first names with him. He has to be Mr. A. We can't use Mark name, last name ever. If anybody knows Mark's last name, so we can research him, please comment down below, because this guy never shows his face in the videos. He's always referred to by the first name, and now the guy he brings on will be called Mr. A. Or should we say Mr. X? Let's go.
1 second here. So you're talking, and so I've got a little issue on my side. Stand by just 1 moment while I make an adjustment here.
One more thing. I do have another video, if I can remember to make it, with the same guy who we're hearing, whose name is Mark, is involved with another company, which it sounds exactly like him. I'm gonna have to go back and find that video. He was with another company, and I don't know what happened with them, but apparently they went out of business as well. I don't know if they exit scammed or whatever, but I'm gonna have to. It was another channel I saw it on, so I'm gonna get him a shout out whenever I go back and do that video. But this same guy sounds like the exact same voice with another company. Sounds like a very similar thing going on there, but we'll see if I can find that video and I remember to do it. I will do it. Back to the video.
I just need to adjust my sound. It'll take me 1 second to do that. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start it here in just a moment as I make an adjustment here on my side. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start here in just a moment as I make an adjustment here on my side. Okay, great. I am good right now. And Mr. A, are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here.
Excellent, excellent. Well, so glad to have you on the call. I am going to read to you just a series of questions and give you an opportunity to answer those. So I've got a delay in my sound over here, so I apologize for that. But we're going to do the best we can. Stand by. All right, so my first question to you, sir, is the Global Infinity line performing as it was programmed to perform?
Yes, sir, 100%.
Of course it is. Next question.
All right. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to make another adjustment here. I got some challenges with my audio on my side. Stand by one second. Mr. A, are you there, sir?
I'm here.
Mr.
Okay,
A.
great. I apologize, everybody. I couldn't hear anything on my side, but I'm good now. So I'm gonna edit this, but I basically want to back up.
Let's see if he calls him Mr. A the whole time. If he does, then it's kind of like, why are you calling this man Mr. A, and why exactly are you going out of your way to call this man Mr. A? You don't want to say his first name at all. You're not going to say his last name. You don't say your last name. So let's go.
And then start over again. Okay. So stand by.
Start over again.
We will edit this later.
You don't have to edit it out.
Very good. So, Mr. A, the first question is the Global Infinity line performing as it was programmed to do?
Yes, sir, it is working as designed and as scheduled. Yes.
That's right. Of course.
Okay, excellent. Because we have people, they say, I haven't received a contribution. It seems like it's not working right. But you're the one who programmed it. Your team that programmed it, and you know that it's absolutely is working correctly. Thank you for that. All right. So now, can you share with everyone why are we batching withdrawals, and how long will that process continue?
The reason we are batching withdrawals is due to protection of your payment and protection of the BTC, because we do have some users inputting invalid BTC addresses, and that affects. If people are doing that, I have to batch it for other users so that at least their withdrawals are taking place and they are getting their withdrawals as expected. So on average, we are doing batches of 10, but every day we are running 2 times withdrawals. And with that, on average, we are doing 600 to 800 withdrawals per session. So everybody is getting money. It's just people who are not putting the valid BTC address, they are not getting the funds there. We have to actually, reject their withdrawal, and they can apply again or generate a support ticket with their updated BTC address, which is valid. And on top of that, generate that support ticket from their registered email address so that we know who you are, and then we can update that on our record.
Yeah, so just to kind of reiterate, so some of the challenges with withdrawals is that some people are still putting wrong wallet addresses in their back office. Some people are requesting withdrawals and they don't have enough money in the.
I'm just going to say this. I watched another video of someone who was very critical of Bitlocity, and they pretty much left. I think them and their team left because they felt like they got scammed. And in the video, the young lady was saying, "We're not dumb people. We know how to copy and paste our wallet address. We know how to do this. We've been doing this for a while. We're not dummies. So every time they come on here, they talk about how it's pretty much it kind of feels like they're always blaming the person instead of going out and saying we take responsibility as our fault for not coming out and giving you guys the right information on how to make withdrawals and how to do this. And I will give them credit; they've been doing it pretty much in every video on how to do it. So if the person comes in and they're doing it wrong, I would say it has to be that's going to fall on the person that brought them into the company. The person that brought them in did not explain how to get in, did not show them how to get in. And that's pretty much on them. But it seems like he's on and Bitlocity. They're pretty much just saying, okay, it's pretty much all the customers who's putting in the wrong address. They're putting in the wrong amounts. And it seems like every video, even before the launch, they make videos on how to get involved, how to do it, pretty much almost every day. And they're saying it's still having the same issue. This almost 2 weeks after the launch, you're still saying people are putting in the wrong addresses, or are you saying that, or are you saying that you're still correcting those issues from launch day? If that's a problem, you need to start hiring more people to get this done, so you can get out of this phase of these errors of people who used to having to, as you say, unbatch or open these batches of batches of payments. We have no idea what's going on with that. If you keep coming out saying that, okay, we have to do this, we have to do that, you might want to get done ASAP and put your resources towards getting all these other stuff, all these other bugs out. They say it's running, the guy says Mr. A, it's running like the way it's supposed to, but don't know. Who's Mr. A? What's Mr. A? He didn't even say his first name. Mr. A, Mr. Alf, Mr. Alvin, Anthony. I mean, we don't know. Mr. A is the name he called him the whole time, the whole little time he was on there, Mr. A. So we have no idea who he's talking to, where he's getting this information. But all we know is someone comes on and says he's working exactly the way it's supposed to.
Account to even make a withdrawal, and then some people are actually have the automatic withdrawal set, but they've got the minimum too high based on the amount of money that they have in their wallets. Is that correct?
I haven't even been able to find that. Well, I haven't really looked for it, but I have to go back and see it. Let me see if I can find that now. I'm not going to take too long. Let me see if I can go in and find where to set the minimum on that. Because one thing is on settings is the 2FA. And they say the 2FA is supposed to work when you make a withdrawal, which is kind of weird. I've never seen it work like that before, but that's how they got it set up. So, I have no idea where to find it at. So let's go back to the video.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, great. So we want to make people aware of that so they don't make these common errors. All right, excellent. So the next question I have for you is, when will we be able to see the standings of the top recruiters in the recruiter pool?
By this coming Saturday, we will see the bonus pool in everybody's dashboard. And
that is awesome.
sorry.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that is awesome. So by Saturday, approximately.
I don't think the recruiting pool is as important as getting the batches open, like you said you're doing. I think you take the money that you were going to do for this first pool and tell everybody who are on the leaderboard that since we ran into issues, we have to take some of this money and buy more staff so we can get these batches or whatever they call them and get them done. Why not do that? So we can get this batches done, get all this stuff out of the way. But now they're talking about, oh, by Saturday we're going to have something else up and running. We will see.
About by Saturday, people will be able to see the top recruiters and as they are ranked. Is that correct?
100%, yes.
Excellent. So we're very excited about that. You know, being members of the field, we're very excited, and we believe, ladies and gentlemen, that when that
move
pool,
to the right
when that pool is is uploaded.
Is he in the car? Let me rewind this and see this. What that sounds like serious something. What in the world was that?
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that is awesome. So by Saturday, approximately about by Saturday, people will be able to see the top recruiters and as they are ranked. Is that correct?
100%, yes.
Excellent. So we're very excited about that. You know, being members of the field, we're very excited, and we believe, ladies and gentlemen, that when that
Move
pool,
to the right.
when that pool is,
What was that? That sounds like a GPS. I could be wrong, but it's not a person. Where exactly is this guy at? Is he in his car doing the video?
you know, is uploaded and people will begin to see it. We believe we're going to have much more activity within the community as the leaders vie for those higher positions. And of course, we know the payout in the recruiter pool can be life changing. And so we're very excited about that. That's a major announcement that everyone needs to know. The first major announcement is that the top recruiter pool, you'll be able to see that in your back office most likely over this weekend. So we're excited about that. My next question for you, sir, are there any system issues that you are focused on addressing immediately right now?
Currently, we have resolved every issue possibly in the first week. And the second week, we got one issue, we resolved it within 24 hours. As of right now, there are no issues pertaining to the system standard. Currently, any issues prevail in the system. So as of right now, there are no issues. We are working as promised and as designed. The only thing we have concern is users not sending us the right amount. That is what gets hold up, creates a hold up in the package opening.
So now, so along with that, what are some of the more common user areas? So errors. So what you just mentioned is that users are not sending the correct amount of Bitcoin that's being requested. Is that correct?
Yes.
And have you noticed any other common errors in the process?
I think the confirmation. So users are under the impression that as soon as they send the BTC, everything should open up instantly. But we do have to wait for that one confirmation from the user end, from the blockchain side of it, in order to open the packages and distribute.
As of now, it shouldn't be that slow because there's not a lot of people like they had on launch day going through the system. As they said, 100,000 people per hour, if I heard them right, were going through the system on that day. So it shouldn't take as long for a confirmation. The confirmation don't take any more than a couple minutes, if that, on the blockchain. Because I am in another company where they do Bitcoin as well, and as soon as I do my screenshot on my phone using the 2FA, the QR code, I mean, it doesn't take long. It takes like a minute or two, and it's going through. Well, a couple confirmations. So I mean, I'm not sure what they're talking about. It shouldn't be the same issue where the system is so slow where people can't come on and make a payment. If they're still having the same issue, that's the same issue they had on launch day. If I'm hearing them correctly, let me listen to this to make sure.
The unilevel, the matrix,
Rewind is just
the matrix, and the BTC, everything should open up instantly. But we do have to wait for that one confirmation from the user end, from the blockchain side of it, in order to open the packages and distribute the unilevel, the matrix. So that is required.
And how long would you say it takes for a confirmation to go through?
It generally takes from few minutes to a few hours based on the fees they pick. So the regular fees they pick, it should be done within 30 minutes. But sometimes users have the option of reducing the fee all the way to up to $1.
Is he talking about a withdrawal or deposit? I have no idea which one he's talking about. It sounds like he's talking about a withdrawal. Because you can't pick a fee. The fee is pretty much automatic no matter what wallet you're sending it from. There's no picking of a fee.
Or $2, which definitely takes longer to get approval or get a confirmation on blockchain.
So there's no exact confirmation time from the blockchain. It could vary, and if the person pays a lower fee than what's recommended or suggested through the blockchain, then it's going to slow it down even more. Is that right?
100%. And then users, they do enter invalid wallet address. That creates hiccup because we have hard coded the wallet address which user.
Everything they said so far is pretty much the same thing I've heard since they've after lunch. The users are putting in putting in the code wrong. The users are putting in the wrong amount. If they're having this much of an issue with the same problem, they need to give their leaders and tell them, have a meeting with their leaders and say, this is what we're having an issue with. And you guys make a video explaining to um all of your customers, all of the people who bringing in under you, that this is how we need to do it. This is what needs to be done. Copy here, click here, make a video and give it to them so they'll understand this is how you do it. It seems like every video I watch is pretty much the same issue they're having, the same thing. Why not have a leader meeting? Talk to all the leaders in the company. Or as you say, you should have all your top recruiters in by next Saturday. You'll have that up. Or why not just have a meeting with everybody live and say this is how, not this is how, just have a meeting with all the leaders. People proceed to be your leaders. The people have, or just keep doing what you're doing. Because it's kind of getting weird. You're doing the videos pretty much every day saying pretty much the same thing. I can probably go find another video I want because this video is getting long. I can probably go find another video on their site and they pretty much all say the same exact thing, the same exact issue. Except in one video, talk about trying to get you to pay another $25 a year to get some kind of marketing system, which I don't advise anybody to get, because why would you invest in money into a marketing system when they're still having issues with the system since the same issue that they had since launch? Fix those issues first, then move on to something else, and fix the next issue until you get everything fixed until it's running smooth. That's what I would do.
Inputs because nobody can change those wallet addresses without the user's approval. So when users enter invalid wallet address, then they have to generate a support ticket, initiate that hey, I would like to have a change wallet address, and here's my new wallet address, here's my old wallet address, here's my username. Please go ahead and change my wallet address. Until then, the user will not. User can apply for withdrawal every single day, but the system will reject it because of invalid wallet address.
I understand. And I think one of the things I was going to talk about a little bit later is that you have some people that are using wallets like blockchain.com, and they don't realize that that receiver wallet address, even though they give you a new one all the time, the previous one is still good. So if you're using blockchain.com and you've seen that your receiver wallet address has changed, you don't need to change it in the Bitlocity back office because the old wallet address is actually still good. So those of you who are sending in email support tickets because your blockchain.com receiver address changed, you don't need to do that because the old wallet is still good.
100%. 100%. And it is not just blockchain.com wallet, other wallets do follow the same protocol and same guideline. So once you generate a wallet address and you share it, that wallet address is going to be active for your wallet and for your accepting BTC. So you don't have to think that, hey, since the wallet address has changed, I may not receive the funds. You will definitely receive the funds because that wallet address was generated in your account and is associated with that account.
Excellent. So that's good to know. The next question: what are some of the great enhancements that will be added in the near future?
So we are working on few enhancements. First one is going to be where new users can come in and they will be able to pay the membership, the infinity loops, and some more packages which they like to buy, all in a single transaction. Currently, we set it up where membership and 2 loops are paid all separately, and the packages are grouped together. So we are working on the enhancements where a user can pay all these 3 packages plus the other packages all in one transaction.
Excellent. So right now, for example, a user comes in and pays $25 membership fee separately from say the $25 infinity. So in the future, they'll be able to make one payment and pay as many of those as they want to. Is that correct?
Because that's what we were told to do. We were told that you have to pay for each individual package until you get to a certain package, and then you can pay for multiple packages. That's what you guys told us. But if you're going to change that, that's fine. But why? I mean, again, why are they working on all these other things when you still have issues in places that are pretty much the main bread and butter of the company? The money's going to be coming from.
Correct.
100%. And the second enhancement we are working on is when, let's just say, a user has accumulated enough BTC to buy the next package, he or she will have the opportunity to use the funds to pay for that package, where we will open the package for them with the money they have earned, and without any transaction fees.
Whoa. Okay, so a lot of people have kind of asked about that. They wanted to know, can we use our earnings to purchase packages directly from the back office? And you just said that that is coming.
That is coming. We are in development of that. Anytime a new application comes in the market, there are few hiccups. That's why you get updates on your phone, on your laptops and tablets, so on and so forth. Those are all software updates, and that's what we are also doing. It is making constant updates and removing all sorts of small hiccups to get the user experience at the best possible way.
Awesome. Now moving forward, is that going to be the practice, of your development team, constantly improving the back office and the interface and the experience for the users?
100%. We are constantly updating. We are also, the third enhancement I like to talk about is the communication between the users and the application. So the notification feature will be turned on too as well, where users can communicate with the Bitlocity support team from their dashboard instantly, so that they don't have to generate support tickets, and we will get back to them on the chat message within few hours rather than waiting on the email.
Awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, so that's an improvement in support right in the back office. They'll be able to communicate directly with support right from the back office and get a much faster response without having to deal with the emails. That's excellent. That's excellent. All right. And now my last question for you is, what comes next for Bitlocity? Maybe you can give us a brief tease about what's coming.
What's coming next?
There are other coins out in the market who are also gaining a lot of traction and a lot of popularity.
Oh my goodness.
So, you guys will see that, Bitlocity will adopt other tokens and other coins as a payment.
As long as they're not crap tokens, the only ones I really like to use is Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's it. I really don't even like to use Litecoin. If they start bringing in those little crap tokens, then I'm definitely gonna I'm not gonna recommend it at all. They start bringing in those crap tokens, like Tron, something like that.
Form as infinity loops or as a membership, so that users have faster transactions, at the same time lower fees, because frankly speaking, right now, due to Bitcoin going above $50,000, that creates a lot of congestion on the blockchain, and that forces the blockchain to increase transaction fees. So we are looking at other options where there are few tokens out there in the market whose transaction speed is few seconds, and as on top of it, the transaction fees is less than 1 cent. So it is almost instantaneously, so which will give users much more robust system and instantaneous response, and they will see that the transaction got approved and they got paid almost instantaneously.
That is awesome. That is awesome. It's kind of interesting. Most people don't understand some of the details of the Bitlocity logo. And if you're looking on my screen right now, you notice, ladies and gentlemen, that you have sections here around this circle.
Okay.
And you notice these are different parts. And what you may not realize is that Bitlocity, in the future, this is all part of the future plan, will be adding other cryptocurrencies. So we started off with Bitcoin. You have to start thinking about some of the other ones that are out there that offer much better functionality. And
Guys, there's really not a lot of other tokens that I would like to see. I mean, you can go do your own research. Go to the site. Let me put it up right now. Let me see. What's the name of that site? Crypto. Can't get the name of the site. Crypto. I just put crypto in. Maybe it'll pop up. There it is, coin market cap. Now, I mean, what tokens are you going to bring in? We have Bitcoin. Bitcoin is almost at 60. You got Ethereum at 1800 for a download at $1. Let me see if I can do it by price. I don't know how that's high, but all of these other tokens are pretty much some of these stuff I've never heard of before. Bitcoin, this wrapped around Bitcoin, YFI. I've never heard of Maker. Ethereum, those only two that I would actually use is Ethereum and Bitcoin. That's pretty much it. Compound, you have Aave, Usama, Bitcoin, other Bitcoin, almost knockoff, Morano, Dash, Litecoin. I have Litecoin. I have no idea. You're saying like we're going to bring in other tokens. I mean, what tokens are you going to bring in? Let's see, where is Tron? Tron is one of those horrible tokens. If they bring that in, I'm definitely not going to be putting any more money into it. But let's finish this video. I was going to stop it early, but I'm going to go ahead and finish this video, and let's see what else I have to say.
And transfer and lower fees. You have to understand, Bitlocity is way more than about Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. We're just starting off with Bitcoin, but you just heard that we're going to be branching over into some other cryptocurrencies. That's going to be very, very exciting. Well, Mr. A, I thank you so much for taking the time. I know you've got a ton of things going on. You're always busy.
Okay,
So we
Mr.
really
A.
appreciate you taking time
Talk
out
to you later,
to
Mr. A.
speak with all of us. Anything else you would like to add in closing?
Yes. The last thing I want to add is, users, you guys need to understand that when we decided to bring Bitlocity to you guys, at that time BTC price was less than $10,000, and when we launched, BTC was over $40,000, and currently it's residing above $50,000. So you guys can definitely see that our membership fee, the infinity loops, the packages, everything, you guys can see it. So by the time we launch, the membership fee is only $25. It is such a small amount in compared to BTC. Whereas, if you look at the inflation on the BTC price, we are still not increased anything. It is still the same what we have discovered back in December. So congratulations, everybody, and I hope to give you guys a better experience every day.
All right. Well, thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate you joining us. And you made several major announcements, but we actually have at least one more I want to share with everyone right now. Stand by. I want to change my screen here. Okay, here it is. All right. So if you haven't noticed, the educational videos is now accessible in your back office. In the upper right-hand corner, you will see a tab there. It says videos, and any of those videos that you have purchased will now be accessible by clicking on that tab in the upper right-hand corner. Now, here's the thing I want you to understand. That is phase one of the educational videos. We're just getting started. So phase one of the education videos is now accessible, but you need to understand we're going to have a phase 2 release. We're going to have a phase 3 release. Our goal is to provide more value than what you're getting. We want to just be over the top in terms of the education that you're going to be getting. You haven't seen anything yet. This is just the very beginning. So log into your back office in the upper right-hand corner. You can click the drop down, and that's where you will see the videos that you have access to because you have upgraded to those and purchased them at those levels. Okay. The other thing you may have mentioned, you may have heard already, we have increased the support staff, ladies and gentlemen. And so, first of all, I just want to thank all of you who've been patient with us. You submitted emails, you haven't received any response. You've submitted multiple emails, you haven't received any response. First of all, we want to thank you for your patience.
Wasn't I just talking about increasing the support staff? Man, this is something I hate to be more critical, but this is something you should have been done when you start having. You still talk about we're going to add this, we're going to add that in the back office, we're adding this. Take care of the people that paid you first. Take care of that first before you start adding other things into the system.
Patience is a virtue.
Sounds like it's raining, guys. It might get a little loud.
You have hung in there. You have to understand that support and those emails are a priority. So we have increased the support staff to literally make sure that we go through every single email. So you can help us by not sending multiple emails. That will help us. But if you feel as though, you haven't gotten a response or whatever, and you feel you need to send another one, then, go ahead and do that. But if you could refrain from those multiple emails, that will help us. So right now, our primary focus, ladies and gentlemen, is to get everybody taken care of who has an issue, who
I
has
hope
submitted
so.
a support email. You are very important to us. We want to get to you. We appreciate your patience and all those things, and this is very important to us. You have to understand that maybe you thought that we didn't care about you because you didn't get a response back on the email. I think you should know it's just because we have been overwhelmed, but we've increased the staff. We want to get through those emails and get everybody taken care of. You are all extremely valuable to us. Thank you for participating. All right. So I believe that is all we have for right now. Now, tomorrow, we've been doing trainings on Wednesdays. We're not going to have one tomorrow. The next training is actually going to be on Saturday. So we invite you to come back Saturday at 11 a.m. Any additional information we want to provide for you, we will provide that for you in our Telegram group. And you can go to bitlocity.info in order to join our official Telegram group. That's where the official announcements will be posted, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, we're just getting started. You haven't seen anything yet. And we haven't really, we're still in pre-launch here. We're in pre-launch right now, and we've got a few more things that we want to make sure is top notch before we actually do our official launch. So we're all here at the very beginning. We appreciate all of you and your participation. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Everyone have an awesome day. We'll see you on the next call. Goodbye for now.
All I can say, guys, is I hope they do what they say they're going to do. I'm glad to hear him say that he's increased the staff support. I've been saying that for about a week now, if I'm not mistaken. You think that was something that would be important if you want to take care of your paying customers? People who came in and trusted you with their money who may not have a lot of money, but that's it, guys. Comment, like, subscribe to the video. Now we got a little thunder and lightning going on here. That's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. This is the Passive Income Trucker. I am gone.